Hey babes, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna. If you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We are in our 6th year of homeschooling. We have a 1st and a 5th grader. And today, my video has absolutely nothing to do with homeschool. Today, I'm coming here and I am sharing how I meal plan. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Okay, so I've shared, in day in the life, I'll share about like food or cooking, and I get a ton of feedback, people wanting to know like about meal planning and how I am like prepping and batch cooking and all of these things. And none of that is necessarily something like I never considered myself like a batch cooker, but like I guess I am. And so I want to come here and I want to chat this through for you because I think it's like one of those things, right? Like people are really interested in their pain point. And I think that cooking and groceries and feeding people is a major pain point. Like laundry and home cleaning. We're all looking for the shortcut hack that can make our lives easier. And we are also all kind of trained to conform to either what we grew up with or what we think it should be. And, you know, Pinterest and Instagram and all those things really hurt that because it makes our job harder. You guys know if I can find a shortcut, I'm gonna find it. And I feel like I have a solution that's pretty simple. And I've shared this before a long time ago in a meal planning video. So if I can think about it, I'll try to remember to link it up here. But I just wanted to come at you. So we went on vacation, and before vacation, I was like, we are going on vacation. So we need to clean everything out. Like we're gonna eat it. It got weird. Our meals got weird, y'all. But I was trying to eat everything up in our home. So we did that. And then because of that, my fridges, one of my fridges flooded. So let me just give you this entire story real fast. So we have a fridge. It's a Samsung. It's a side-by-side. You do with like the snack drawer and then the freezer on the bottom. And you open it up and right in the center is where the water filter goes. And then there's like a magic light that tells you what you need to do. And before we left, magic light said you need to change the filter. So my husband orders the filter. It's going to take like 3 weeks. So he goes ahead and orders it before vacation. Naturally, it comes in like 2 freaking days. So our pet sitter I feel so bad. I always plan to not have to have her do anything extra besides just take care of our babies. And then it never fails, something happens. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Could you do this extra favor for me? I love you and you're wonderful. So that happened because the water filter came like super fast. But the water filter also came on the day that like massive tornadoes were ripping through our area because we were not home for that. And anyway, so it sat outside for a couple days or a day. I don't know, before she was able to get it because the weather was like so stinking bad. It's fine. Moral of the story, we got the water filter. We come home, it's like the first day home from vacation. Like we get home late Saturday night, Sunday we're doing laundry and the world was crazy. And so he goes and puts the thing in. And we did have a grocery delivery. We did have a grocery delivery Sunday morning because it was like on H-E-B, you can like, H-E-B is like our regional, Texas love H-E-B. H-E-B is like our grocery store. It's like the grocery store, the official grocery store of Texas, unofficially. So I can basically save things to a list and then one button add to cart, and I could order it to have it delivered because, I mean, we just got home from vacation. Give me a break. So that was worth it to me. Anyway, so that came Sunday morning. We're doing laundry. We're just trying to get back into like existing in home. And my husband goes ahead and changes the filter, right? Like you just pop it out, pop it in. It's not hard. Access right there. So then later he goes in there and he's like, oh, Marilyn, you filled your water bottle. I think you made a little bit of a mess. And we realized the water is like around the corner, down the kitchen. We have like a galley style kitchen, like it's really narrow and long. It was like all the way to the laundry room. Like, this might be more than that. So we start looking, I was like, there's water under the fridge. Okay, so we start like kind of like tracing it back. There's water in the fridge. So like you open the doors where the water filter goes. Under that, those drawers was water, standing water. Under the snack drawer, underneath that whole compartment, standing water. Underneath that, it was dripping into the freezer. And then like under the fridge, down the way. Oh my Lord. So there was like something sticking into the drawer and I was like, oh, I'll deal with that when I get back when I clean out the fridge. So it like pre-soaked nicely and everything. So we had to wipe everything out. So that fridge is clean. Got it all cleaned up. It was fine. The filter, like the outer kid separated from the inner. Moral of the story, got that returned, refunded. He was able to run to Best Buy and get the new doohickey to put in turn the water back on, put the fridge back, it's fine. And now it's very clean under my fridge. So spring cleaning, who knew? I was getting this early start. Anyways, so that happened. And then because our back fridge is like beverages and leftovers and like meat storage and then like pull it out to thaw. Like that's the purpose of our back. Kids drinks. That's the purpose of the back fridge. Does all the other stuff. Like not the stuff you use every day, but like the other stuff. So the back fridge was empty because we were eating through it. So we like, and then it's like we got really low on like meat and stuff. And I was like, I am not going to the store because we're about to leave. I'm not doing that. So we cleaned it all out. And then did the grocery order. So this is about the groceries. Now, this is not a grocery haul in the sense of like, I have it all sitting out in my kitchen and I talk to you for 30 minutes showing you what I bought. Why is it not that? One, because I don't love, like every time I see that, I'm like, oh, how long is their milk out? And then I also don't ever think about that because I'm like real life mode of like, I'm getting the stuff I put in the fridge, getting the stuff put in the fridge. So, and also because I tend to do everything in one fell swoop. Like I cannot imagine the amount of stuff that would be all over my house. But I'm going to say, if you want to see that, I will do it for you. Just know that I don't love it, but I'm doing it for you. And then if I get some sort of weird botulism and die, it's your fault. I'm just saying, okay? So that, but anyways, that. So it's not like that kind of grocery haul, but it is like a how I do the things. So let's get into the how I do the things. You guys know we've been in a season of life where I just feel like really busy. We are finding our footing. We are breathing. It is nice. And what that means is what I did in an effort to simplify life is I basically made a plan. Now, I don't know if you can see this. It's in pencil and it is on printed graph paper. It's very fancy. But what I do is like Sunday through Saturday. And I went through and I tried to figure out like a theme for every day. Now, I do not cook this according to the day because that just doesn't work. You guys know we have dance. So there's some days that like my kids are eating at like 3:30, like the big meal. And then later like a snack. So they're eating at like 3:30. It's usually leftovers. We are a leftover family. Some people are not. We are absolutely a leftover family. My husband takes them for work and we will eat them, like cook once, eat twice. I'm all about that life. So I have a plan and I basically just went ahead and made themes. So this is a full 2-week plan of cooking that then can stretch to at least probably 21 days or more because, so this is essentially my once a month grocery plan because it just works out that way. So between leftovers, so if this is 14 nights of cooking, that's essentially 28 nights if I've got leftovers, but it never works out that way. And sometimes we eat out and I'm not like a stickler. I'm not like a budget person trying to like do this as tight as I can. I am doing what is easy. And some of that I'm willing to pay a little bit more for. So keep that in mind. This is not the place to go if you're like, how do I save money on groceries? Not like this. Nope. I am doing easy. I will tell you what I spent though, because I think that's fun. Okay, so what I did is I gave myself themes. So right below the dates, you can see the themes. Now, let's talk about the red sauce for a minute. I call it, sauce. I make sauce. I home make a batch of like Italian sauce. Now, you may be wondering, Shauna, what the heck? My kids that are obsessed with it, they don't like jar sauce anymore. I started making it. It's pretty easy. It's essentially like the Cake Boss recipe. I saw it that long ago. And what I do is I make I think it's a double batch of his one recipe. So it uses 4 large cans of crushed tomatoes and then it's like a lot of stuff. But I cook it one time and it satisfies us. I cook one time and it makes 2 spaghettis and 2 lasagnas. And I will cook a spaghetti that day, a lasagna later that week, and then I put the other 2 in the freezer and that'll be for like the next go. So that gets me another 2 meals. And then all those meals have leftovers. So I went ahead and themed my days. So 7 days, and you can think about it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday if you want to. That's not how I use it. But if that's what works for you, do it. So I themed my days and I said, we have a red sauce day, right? So that's my spaghetti lasagna. Those are the things I make for that, my red sauce day. I went in here and put like a world day, like an ethnic day, a different kind of food. And I use, we do egg roll in a bowl or like a white chicken pasta, so like an Italian theme. So we've got like an Asian theme and an Italian theme on that. So it's not like specifically one of those, it's more like an ethnic, like different, venture out a little bit kind of palette. Then, because we're in Texas, we have a Mexican day. So we do Mexican food. And what I'll do is I will just do tacos are wicked easy. And you guys will see, I don't do beef. I do ground turkey for like everything. I was getting ground pork, but I just actually looked at the health facts on that. So we'll probably start making egg roll in a bowl with ground turkey because it'll make me feel better. Okay, so we have Mexican day, and that is tacos or tortilla soup. Now, tortilla soup, hang on, I'm gonna explain in a minute. So on Wednesdays is a chicken day. So this is basically like a crock pot chicken. So I've got salsa chicken, which you would think would be on Mexican, but it's not. It's on chicken day. So I've got salsa chicken where you put it all in there and it's like really good and it is like a Mexican flavor. So it's basically like chicken tacos. So we'll do that, but then the next week, so I try to cook that before I do tortilla soup, because then if I have any little bits of chicken salsa or taco left, like say we eat it and then we eat it again and you have like that weird amount where it's not really like a meal and you don't know what else to do with it, but you don't want to throw it away, that I throw into tortilla soup. Yeah, so tortilla soup is basically, let's call it remnant soup, scrap soup, leftover soup. So on Wednesdays, we'll do chicken, which is salsa chicken or lemon chicken in the crock pot. Thursdays, again, this isn't tied to a day. I gotta stop saying that. The next two themes are easy. So these are those things where you have just a little time. And my kids love hamburger helper, guys. I know a lot of people are gonna come at me for that probably, but they like it. So we have like one kind that we'll buy. They love it. It's like their favorite thing. So we'll do like a hamburger helper. My husband makes chili, jambalaya, and then we do like a free meal, breakfast for dinner, macaroni and cheese and nuggets, pita pizzas, anything like that. And then we have a home cooking day. So that'll be like meatloaf. Yes, I home make our meatloaf. I make enough that it's like 2 loaf pans when I cook it and 2 loaf pans go in the freezer. So it's ready for the next time we have meatloaf, because it's a lot of work. Same thing with the sauce. The reason I do this is a lot of work. I'm doing it one time. And then we'll do like pork chops. So those are things that are served with like maybe a veg and mashed potato, things like that. So now let's talk about what I do. That is my plan. Then I also need breakfasts, which tend to be oatmeal, breakfast sandwiches, yogurts. I like overnight oats. Then we also do cereal. My kids love like plain cereal. They don't eat sugar cereal. It's so weird. Anytime I bought sugar cereal, they're like, oh, I don't like this. So they eat plain Cheerios and Raisin Bran because they're tiny old men. And then, so for lunches, I like sandwiches. The kids will eat sandwiches. They love SpaghettiOs. They'll do like a SpaghettiO for lunch. I started making, using little naans, little bite-sized, like little bitty naans, doing like like pizza Lunchables, but like with better stuff. And then, and cheaper. It's so much cheaper. And then, yeah, sandwiches, chips and stuff for like lunch and snacks. And then, yeah, that's it. So that's what we do. And the kids love it. Like yogurts, Go-Gurts, stuff like that, fruit, things like that. So what we do is we make our grocery list. And I finally got smart and plugged this into like a list to save for HB. And I do a video of this I might side by side it right here, where I basically go through and I pull up, we shop at Aldi. I love their dairy. I like their Italian sausage, lunch meat. Canned goods are good, a good price there. If it's not something you can buy in bulk, they're a better price there usually than other places. 3 pack of peppers for the guineas. So we'll do Aldi, Sam's Club. Sam's Club, I get as much as we get our meat at Sam's Club. Sometimes I'll get like veg and fruit and stuff. I don't like to get that at Aldi too much because I do feel like it goes bad real fast. And then you know, paper goods, toilet paper, laundry soap, stuff like that, usually from Sam's. We get our gas at Sam's, saves us money. Sam's versus Costco, I've got like strong opinions on it. And then HEB, and HEB is kind of like the other stuff, right? So I'll have them all pulled up at the same time because, you know, frequently these days people are out of things. So what will happen is like if I try to add it to my cart I usually start with Sam's, I feel like, and then try to add it to my cart, Aldi and HEB. And Sam's gets us bonus points on our Southwest Rapid Rewards credit card because we have the Chrome browser extension for Rapid Rewards. So gets you bonus points, guys. So I'll add them, like have them all open. And then as I'm adding things, if anybody's out of something, I'll get it at a different store. And so that's good. And then I try to do all of the pickups. We do pickups. I try to do all of the pickups like the same time. So I'll like go from one to the other and it is like my car is jam-packed full. That is how I like to roll. Now, this does not cover everything that we need for the entire month. It covers the big stuff. Little stuff, milk, if we run out of eggs, if we need some more fruit, things like that, we will do usually every week. We're doing those things. So then there is, you know, another $50, whatever. This time we did actually go to Walmart. We don't go to Walmart as a regular, but sometimes there's stuff you can only get at Walmart. Now, we went to Walmart after our grocery orders came through and there were some things that couldn't be fulfilled. So we wound up buying more stuff at Walmart and then we impulse bought a lot of stuff at Walmart. So I've included it because it is what we spend. However, you don't probably need heart-shaped ice cream sandwiches. Throwing that out there. We're walking up and down the aisles at Walmart. It got weird. I had everybody with us. It's a bad thing. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. That's why grocery pickup is like amazing. Anyway, so I want to give you what we spent. So then we come home, everybody puts everything away. I started making sauce, like a whole thing. Yeah, but this is the plan that works for us because it's really hard, like one day. And then it's good the rest of the time, like you have a plan. Okay, so HEB, we spent $144.25, Sam's $148.78, and we did buy laundry detergent. Our Sam's orders aren't always very big, but they tend to be around $150 because if we don't need laundry soap, we need the big pack of paper towels, we need the big pack of toilet paper. Like it gets expensive at Sam's, but I like their stuff. If I can buy like diced tomatoes, I buy at Sam's. The big things of like canned veg, I'll get at Sam's because it's a better deal and the bigger piece. Aldi, $113.44, and then Walmart, again, we impulse bought a little stuff, $128.82. So our total was $535.29. Now, again, that is not everything we're gonna spend for the month. We will probably, just for groceries, will probably be $600 to $700 for the whole month. And again, this is not a budget video. If you're looking for that, this is not the place for you. This is about how to make your life easier doing these things. And then again, it does help us cook more consistently. It does keep us from eating out more. It does keep us from impulse buying more. I'm not trying to totally eliminate that. I'm not in a place where that is my focus or need, but I easily could. I could save more money. I could whittle this down, but I don't. So that is absolutely true. This is what we spent. We will spend more. For example, this weekend is the Super Bowl, so we'll probably go buy like pizzas or order pizza, stuff like that, snacky foods, because it's fun. Yeah, so I think that is it. I hope that what I am trying to say articulates well, that you can simplify it. Again, give it a theme, whittle it down, because by having the 2 weeks of meals, so you would think, but you don't want to eat the same thing all the time, because I am not a person, every once in a while I'll see like a recipe like, oh my gosh, I really want to try that, or I'll branch out and we'll do something else that we don't do often, like stromboli because it's got homemade bread or things like that. And that's okay. But for me, I don't want that expectation every day. That's hard for me. I want that to be a fun thing that I want to do sometimes, maybe on the weekend. I don't want that expectation for myself every day. So by putting a system in place that just kind of streamlines this, it makes my life so much easier. And if that can help anybody else, I want to share that. So giving it a theme narrows it down for me, because when you can make anything, it's just like any other decision. If it's all available, it's really hard. But like by narrowing it down to like, okay, we're gonna have an ethnic day, that helps us by saying, okay, let's do an Italian, let's do an Asian. Okay, we've got a Mexican day. That narrows it down some. Okay, we're gonna use red sauce. How are we doing that? It helps me. And then by also making sure that I'm incorporating not just a theme, but also like very involved meals, crockpot meals, easy meals, one skillet meals. By making sure that I get a variety of those things, I don't have to follow the schedule if I've got all that stuff in the house. So let's say tomorrow something came up and I have 30 minutes to cook dinner, boom, helper y'all. And that's how it works best for us. Also, if my husband is here and I'm out, can you do this? It also helps me if I'm getting a plan at the beginning of the week to know what meat to pull out so I am prepared. Or, oh, we missed a can of beans. We need one more thing from the store on those weekly shopping trips when we're getting milk and things. So this makes our food life so much easier. It also, you know, what do we have for lunch? Well, we only have those same things in there that we always have. If you want something different, we need to know at grocery shopping time. It helps an absolute ton to get us through life to make sure we are fed. Everybody knows what to expect. Grocery shopping is easier because you know what? Even if you don't have like the saved list that HEB has where you can just one click add to cart, Aldi and Sam's both do the here's what you buy frequently, and you just click because you buy them frequently and you know you need them. And something that you could do that would be really easy on this list is I need sauce, noodles, I like to have a bread with this or a veg with this, and you could put that all on here. And then as you're making your grocery list, do I have it? Do I not? Do I have it? Do I not? I promise you, it might seem like a lot of work, and it will be the first 1 or 2 times. But, and something we have done in the past is my husband made like just a checklist of everything we always buy from the stores. And he grouped it by like, and this was back before we did a lot of grocery pickup, I guess, but he grouped it by area of the store. And it was a lot of work one time, but after that I was like, check, 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 check. So put the work in. This comes back, guys, you know, I'm on the mission to simplify my life, and I want to help you simplify your life. So simplify. I simplified whittling it down to a 14-day menu, and you may be like, oh my gosh, I want to eat the same thing all the time. But it's not, it's like once a month, because when you make enough and then it makes a leftover, make enough, makes a leftover, it really does stretch it out. So you're not cooking all the time, which is great, because who the heck wants to do that? If you want to do that, praise be, you're wonderful, great for you, super excited for that, wonderful. But that's because you want to do it, which means it's fun, okay? But if you don't want to do it, like the rest of us, just get it done. And it's, like I said, I still add in fun recipes and things like that, but that's kind of the odd occasion which keeps it fun. I am not sourcing recipes every stinking time I need to cook food. So I have automated this portion of my life. I'm happy with it. My family is happy with it. Everybody's happy and fed. It is good. It is good. So I hope you found it as helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Let me know, what kind of system do you use for your groceries, cooking, food plan, all of that? Let me know. What do you do?